April 2021, Johannesburg. It started like any normal morning. Thousands of investors opened the Africrypt app, expecting to see their Bitcoin growing, but what they saw instead was nothing. Balances frozen, withdrawals blocked, no updates, no messages. Some thought it was just a glitch. Maybe traffic was high, maybe the servers were down. Then the message came. Africrypt has been hacked. All investor funds are gone. We're working on recovering the assets. Please do not contact law enforcement. And while thousands of investors sat stunned, trying to make sense of what just happened, the two brothers behind it all, they were already gone. It's 2019 in Johannesburg. Crypto is blowing up. People are hearing stories of friends getting rich overnight. Bitcoin is all over the news. Everyone wants in, but no one really knows how it works. That's where the Cajee brothers come in. Ameer is 18, Raees is 20. Two young guys with nice clothes, smooth talk, and a big idea. They launch a company called Africrypt. They say it's a new kind of crypto platform, powered by artificial intelligence. A system that can trade Bitcoin automatically and make money for investors while they sleep. They tell people they've built a trading algorithm that can generate 10% profit a day. That means if you invested $1,000, by the end of the month, it would be over $8,000. Sounds insane. But that's the thing about greed. When the numbers look that good, people stop asking questions. Africrypt's user base explodes, and the money starts pouring in. Not just from regular folks. Celebrities jump on it too. South African rapper Nasty C promotes Africrypt to his millions of followers. Football star Benny McCarthy throws in some of his earnings. Even Charlize Theron, who's always been curious about crypto, is rumoured to have invested. The brothers are suddenly everywhere. They start buying luxury cars. They show up at parties. They make the news. Business magazines call them the future of African finance. But here's what no one sees behind the scenes. There's no trading algorithm, no AI, no smart system. The money that comes in from new investors, that's the money used to pay out the old ones. What they've actually built is just an old-school Ponzi scheme, dressed up in crypto language. As long as new people keep joining, the system works. But once people stop, it all comes crashing down, and the Cajee brothers know exactly what they're building. And more importantly, they already know how it's going to end. By 2020, Africrypt isn't just a startup, it's a movement. People aren't investing because they understand how it works. They're investing because everyone else is. And the Cajee brothers are at the center of it all. They aren't hiding their success. They're showing it off, loudly. They buy a Lamborghini Aventador, then a Rolls-Royce Ghost, then a Ferrari 488, just to round out the garage. They start renting mansions in the richest parts of Johannesburg. They host parties. They take private jets. They post photos of watches and champagne and dashboards filled with Bitcoin, and people eat it up. No one sees the books. No one checks where the money actually goes. They just see the lifestyle and they want in. Even politicians start paying attention. Some members of South Africa's ANC party publicly support Africrypt. They call it the future of banking, a symbol of African innovation. The brothers even start talking about launching their own coin, Africoin. They claim it'll be faster than Bitcoin, more secure than Ethereum, and the first major crypto coin born in Africa. They promise it'll change the way people buy, save and send money on the continent. But behind all of this is just one thing, a shrinking window. So while the public's cheering them on, the brothers are making other plans. The brothers know it can't last. Sooner or later, someone will want their money back. And when that happens, everything falls apart. So they start planning their exit. First move? Start draining the accounts. Not all at once. That would raise red flags. They begin with small withdrawals, tiny chunks of Bitcoin, barely noticeable. But over time, those chunks grow. Week by week, millions are being pulled from Africrypt wallets, moved into private ones. The second move? Cut off internal access. The few Africrypt employees who had login rights suddenly lose them. Now only two people have access to the platform, Ameer and Raees. The third move? Disappear the brand. The Africrypt website starts crashing. Customer support lines stop answering. Emails go unanswered. Investors open the app, and it just doesn't work. And then comes the final step, the thing that seals the story. An official message is sent out. We've been hacked. Our systems have been compromised. All funds are gone. Please do not contact law enforcement. Doing so may slow down recovery efforts. By the time investors realize what's really going on, Ameer and Raees are already gone. After the hack announcement, some investors still believed it. They thought maybe the platform really had been attacked. Maybe the brothers were working behind the scenes to fix it. But some of them knew how to track crypto, and they started watching the blockchain. What they saw confirmed the worst. The money hadn't been stolen by outsiders. It had been moved out weeks before the platform shut down, all leading to private wallets controlled by the brothers. But they didn't stop there. To cover their tracks, they used a tool called a mixer. Here's how that works. You send in some Bitcoin, it gets scrambled with thousands of other transactions. Then the coins come out the other side, clean, untraceable. After the mixer, the coins were converted into stable coins. Then some of it was moved into Monero. Now Monero is a different kind of cryptocurrency. No public ledger, no wallet history. Once it's in Monero, it's gone. By the time police started investigating, the money was long out of reach. Some of it may have ended up in cold wallets, offline devices that hold crypto securely. One of these wallets was later found in a bank vault in Zurich. It might contain part of the stolen funds, but without the private keys, it's useless. Once the money trail went cold, attention turned to the brothers. Where were they? How did two young guys vanish without a trace? Especially after taking $4 billion. Police started digging. South African law firms filed complaints. Law enforcement opened a case. People expected answers, but there was nothing. According to official record, the Cajee brothers never even left the country, which means they didn't run last minute. They planned this step by step. The case went global. Interpol issued red notices. International agencies got involved. Crypto watchdogs, private investigators, even journalists started searching. Still nothing. Then something surfaced, a record showing that months before the collapse, the brothers had quietly bought citizenship in Vanuatu. It's a tiny island in the South Pacific. Beautiful beaches, low taxes, and no extradition. That one move changed everything. With Vanuatu passports, they could travel to over 130 countries, visa-free. No questions asked. Some say they're in Dubai, hiding in plain sight in one of the world's biggest crypto hubs. Others think they fled to Tanzania, where fugitives have disappeared before. There's even a theory they're in London, living under fake names and clean IDs, but no one knows for sure. By 2024, the case is basically over. The South African government releases a statement. It says that Africrypt was never a registered financial service, which means there's no official regulation, no real oversight, no legal framework to go after them. The Cajee brothers didn't hack anyone. They didn't force their way into anything. They didn't even lie on legal documents. They just set up shop in a blind spot, a place where the rules didn't exist yet. Thousands of people lost their savings. Some lost everything, and no one's been arrested. No one's been charged, and the money, still gone. Most of it was never recovered. Some of it's locked away in wallets no one can access. The rest was likely spent, flipped, or hidden so well it's now invisible. Even after this, the next time someone promises 10% a day, or life-changing returns, or some new coin that will change the world, people will still click. They'll still invest, because hope always sells.